Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. I have a little tutorial this morning. I was going through some stuff as I've been doing for the last few months, and I found this little box with all of these plus a few more in it. What are they? They are little Matchbox notelets, and I've just put one little piece of paper in just to write one little note, and they can sit inside journals and look ever so smart on your pages. So let me just take you through the ones that I have done already, and then we'll make a couple so that you can see how easy they are. As you can recognize, there's lots of stickers on the front. This one I cut with fancy scissors, and I haven't got my fancy scissors, so we're just going to do straight cuts today. A little bit of washi tape along the top. Very, very simple, and all they take is a piece of paper 4 inches long by 2 inches wide. Very, very quick, very, very simple. And you can make the decorations on top as fancy as you like. You can make them as dimensional as you like. I've chosen to leave them reasonably flat because I've noticed my journals are getting very chunky. So I want to try and stop making them as chunky. One, it saves on postage, and two, it stops the book from taking up too much room on your shelf. Okay, now I've already gone ahead and cut out the 4 inches long, 2 inches wide, and I've used my guillotine as my scoreboard today. And all I've done is lined up, let me just turn that on the side so you can see that bit there. I've lined up along the cutting edge, and that's 1.5, and I've just pressed down on there, run my finger along it, moved it along, done the next score at 3 6/8, scored along there. Then I've taken I put the guillotine away, used my bone folder and run down that way and then that way. Very, very simple. And as you can see, oh, hang on, you can't see that really well. There is about 1/8 of an inch gap between your top fold and your bottom fold. And that is so that you can put a little piece of paper in there, be it plain or lined. And I had some lined paper. Let's get some ink on this. This is just ordinary exercise paper, nothing flash. So use what you've got in your scrap box for the outside cover and also the inside cover. My scraps of, 4 inches big are fast running out, so I actually used a piece of 12 by 12, and I managed to get 4 of these out of one 4-inch strip. And because it was double-sided, I've scored a bonus. I've got a pretty colour on the outside, and then I've got the green one on the outside as well. So like that. Or like that. Depends upon what your fancy is at the time. Now I'm working on this one, so let's keep this one going with the colour. You won't see a lot of it from the outside, but at least when you open it up, you'll see it from the inside, and it will look pretty. Okay. Walnut stone aside. And you're going to also need a good, reliable stapler, one that doesn't muck up things. And to put this together, you put your little piece of paper in there, right down on the bottom of that bottom fold. Put it up, and this is where your 1/8 inch comes in handy. You're going to staple into that 1/8 inch. Let's see if I can get clever. You can either put 1 or 2 in. I like to put 2. If you know your stapler well, you can do it very easily. Now that should be holding that in. Yep, no worries at all. And look at that, done. And to close it up, all you do is just pop it straight underneath there, and it is done. So let's do a couple more. We might as well, while I'm here, And I've got your attention. And then we can decorate the outside of them. We'll do all the inking next, I think. That way it's done and we won't have to stop and start the process. So you can production line these. You can have a whole lot cut out, do all the inking, and then put them all together, then do all the decorating, and it makes life go so much quicker and so much easier. I do that a lot of times when I'm doing, I shouldn't do mass makes like this because, as my daughter pointed out, Mum, what are you going to do with them all? You're making lots and lots and lots, and you know, you're not using any more than one or two at a time. And she's very true on that. It's a very valid point. But I got into a habit of mass making when I was sending out lots and lots of happy mail and stuff like that. So if you would like some of these, let me know and I will be glad to send you a couple. I'll send you an envelope with as many as I can fit into it for the cost of postage. Now these ones that have the green on the outside, you are going to see the colouring of the edges. So let's make them look super pretty. We'll even do the folds on these because they're going to be visible. With the roses, you can't really see the colour. I just know I've done it on the inside, and that to me is okie dokie too. Okay, let's do another one on the fold so that we've got two green and two floral. Yep. Had to stop and think where I was going with that. Every now and then my brain takes a holiday and I've got to stop and think about what I'm going to say. You can make these any size by adjusting the length and width of these. You can make them as big as you like and as small as you like. It's entirely up to you. Whoops. Right. Oh, I forgot to do the little sheets. Go over there, buddy. I'm using my super duper big stapler, my what is it, the Paper Pro. It's one of these one-touch things. They're ever so good for old hands or hands that feel old. If you've got a smaller one and you feel comfortable with that, please use it. Use whatever you have. Don't go out and buy stuff just because you see somebody using it. Unless you have an absolute need for it, don't do it. You're just wasting your money. I have a little motto I go by when I'm buying things. If something costs me $10, I have to use it at least 10 times, which makes it $1 per use. And if I'm going to use it more than 10 times, it's worth the money. If something costs $20, I've got to be able to use it 20 times. That way I feel justified. And so far, that has not led me astray. Okay, so there's one. We'll do a green one next. Put the little paper down on that fold. Get it somewhat in the middle. Then use your stapler. A little bit off center, but well, it's always off center. I've got more on this side space than I've got on that side. That's what I was trying to get at. I'll try to do better this time round, says she with a laugh. Ho, ho, ho. Ha, ha, ha. Whoops, that one didn't go through all the... It did go all the way through, but it's right on the edge. It's still holding, so that's cool. Okay, so we have two green ones. And now to make the second floral one. I nearly made it a green one. No, and just because I'm using double-sided paper doesn't mean to say you have to do that. I just had this around my table. I won't say on my table because it's around. Okay, so that's rather wonderful. 2 floral, 2 green. I am going to leave the floral ones unadorned because I think they look lovely just the way they are. I may put a little piece of thin washi tape along here. Let me just get my cutting board. Some washi. The blade. Now I don't need the washi to be as wide as this, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut along here in 3, which will give me the width I need to go on the stapled edge. I've got way more than I need, so it can stay on the board until I need it. Now I'm just putting that on top of the little piece down the bottom so that you can see where it actually is when you go to open and close it. See, it's just that little bit difference in colour. I didn't want anything too bright and in your face, because I want the floral to stand on its own. And I don't even have a journal here on the table that I can show you that I can put it into. So that's a little bit of disorganization on my behalf. I actually got tidy and put them away. Yay me! Mind you, I am having to go and get them because I need to do a couple of pages for you. Oh, over there. Okay, you can... I was going to say you can stay there, but I had the sticky side up. It just loves me. It loves me. Stick onto the board, will you, please? Yeah, thank you. Okay. While I've got this just one little piece out, I'll put it onto the green one. It doesn't make a big difference, but it just makes enough difference. Ha. Did it. Okay, cutting board away. Now, I've got a little piece of lace, little gift package. It's a little bit too big, I think. Could put a ticket on here. Put that crooked. And put the ticket across that way. Yeah, we could do that. It needs something else on that ticket though, so let's get the board out and a stamp. Where have I got a stamp? I know I've got a stamp here somewhere. It's in this box. No. Oh, there it is. Okay, get out a grunge mat. Stamp pad. And I just want the tip of this to go on, so I'm not going to ink up the whole thing. Just enough to give it a little bit of texture on the background. make it look a little happier than it did before. Put that over in there and clean it off later. Okay, now where's that? Now I'll get out the Hilma's 450 and take off the little glue lid. Give it a shake. Get the glue down the bottom. How much success have I had? Yep, quite enough. That's good. Because I just need a little line of it to hold the lace on. And because that's going to go through, I'm going to put the ticket on there as well. Because the glue will come through the lace onto the ticket. I might just move that over a little, that's better. You can only just see the lace behind it, and I didn't want it any more than that. It's just enough to be visible. Now, it does need something else on top. So, what have I got on my table? What have I got? What have I got? What have I got? Looking around. Didn't see that before. A little bit of sequin waste. Not on this one, but no, on the next green one. Okay, so I think I might fussy cut that little flower out of that circle and put that on there. I spent a little bit of time, I'd already cut the circles out to put in my photo box, and I spent a little bit of time stamping on them, and that makes them look so much nicer and so more interesting. Actually, because that one's got a fold in it, I think I might use this one and cut that circle out. It's amazing what you can do on the fly when you've got some things on your desk. Mind you, my desk and my table is an absolute abysmal disgrace at the moment, because I'm telling tales here. I have not tidied my desk in over a month, and it is just getting so congested. Tomorrow I am going to spend the entire day cleaning my table. Well, that makes that look prettier. I'm very happy with that. I do like it. I'm just going to set that aside to let it dry, and I'll put these back in their baggie. Look, if I really wanted to, I could always put another half circle up there. I think I might like to do that. Just for something different. Snip that little bit and that little bit. Rub the glue into a ball. Get it stuck to your fingers. That's the girl. I think that really just does finish that off nicely. Do I need to put another one down here to make it uniform? I don't think so. Although, yeah, why not? We're going to go for it. We are going to go for it. I'm going to open that up though, because otherwise I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to get glue everywhere. Now I remembered in time that this wants to be visible, so I'm going to put it up away from this part because that goes underneath the closure. Now, is that going to annoy me? Yes, a little bit. I'll leave it, it might settle down. It might. Okay, I am very happy with that now. Close that up. Yep, what do you think? I think it looks great. Let's do the closure on another one, shall we? Or the front of another one. Let's make it look pretty. I really don't think I need to do anything with the floral ones. I keep thinking about it and I think, no, I want to leave them just the way they are, I think. Let's get rid of this glue. Because knowing my luck, I would stick something into it that wasn't meant to be glued. Okay. I'm going to go straight across with this. Now I need to have something to go on top of that. Let's have a look in my little box, see what I've got here. Spent a couple of hours fussy cutting things out of books. It's a bit too big there. They're not appropriate. Oh. That would look nice, and I think I'll cut the handle of that spoon off because it's just a tad big. I do like. Okay, let's pop these back in again. Oops, it nearly got stuck without having the necessary glue to hold it all down. Now I'm going to close that up because I'm not going to make any more right now. Let's get you a little bit straighter. And a little bit more, that's better. Now trim off the waist, or punchinella if you will. Now get rid of my little waist bits. Put things away. I'm getting it better at putting away my tools, I must admit. So I'm improving on some things, but not others. Okay, so there are the 4 that we've made today. The glue away, staplers away, notepads away, lace and stuff up there. Oh, don't fall down again, stay put. And here is the rest of the lot that I did previously. So thank you very, very much for joining me for this little tutorial. I do hope you've liked it, and I hope that you gather inspiration for yourself. I've got a novel here. You know, pretend this is a journal, and you could put one of these down the bottom of your page and use it just to make yourself a little note or a clue or whatever, and you've got something nice on that page. I think that, oh, that would look lovely on there. But that's what you could do. Okay, with that, my darlings, I will love and leave you. I will catch up with you in the next video. Bye-bye for now, and thank you so very much for watching.